hearing this, I love you.
The number you have dialed is not available at present. Please leave your message after the beep.
If you're hearing this, I love you.
have dialed is not available at present. Please leave your message after the beep.
If you're hearing this, I love you.
Welcome to Tea Time with Sweetapple. I'm Sweetapple, and today we're gonna have some more of the food shop that I opened up on Friday. This is really good. I've actually been thinking about this pretty much every day since I opened it, so I want to have some more. Hope you're having a lovely, what is it, Wednesday? My days are all goofed. Yes, Thursday. I hope you're having a lovely Thursday. Wow, it's almost the end of the week. We've almost made it through. Congratulations. I'm going to start by opening this up and breaking off a nice chunk. Here, just for now. Sorry, I know it's in the frame. need a bigger desk. Ooh, real close. 5.7. Would have been very satisfying to get 7 on the dot. Sure, I'll get it one day. Actually, I think I got some small chunks in here. I can round this out with. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, this is a fairly lightly compressed cake. Nails here real quick. Don't want to waste all this tea. You know, I don't really know what it is about a nice chunky brick of tea, but something about it is just deeply, immensely satisfying to me.
If you're hearing this, I love you.
We'll just tuck this away for now that we got our tea measured out. Start heating up our teaware. Hey, Sammy. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? Hope you're having a good Thursday. You have any luck with your thesis proposal? Sent it already. Nice. I know you were feeling kind of iffy about it yesterday. How you feeling about it today? You're free. That's exciting. Congratulations. Freedom. Very nice. Yes. Time for a tea binge. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, all that color really pops off of the black tea, huh? I don't know if I've shown this one on stream either, but we got that one too. A little more grayscale, softer, earthier tones. Someday I hope to be just covered head to toe, to be honest, but that's expensive. Tattoos are just so expensive. I actually have a sleeve that I'm doing on my leg that is incomplete. And I haven't really had any work done on it in a few years at this point. But if you're a fan of Miyazaki movies, that's basically going to be my entire left leg. At least that's the goal. Pretty good, pretty good. Just getting started. I had a post go kind of viral on Threads, which you would think is fun, but it's honestly just kind of annoying. I had to turn off comments, and then uh, it's like it's interesting how it's affected everything else, all their algorithmically, because there's a normal subset of users that are used for data points for you. Maybe like 1,500 people for me is my average, and all of a sudden there's like 35,000 data points it's drawing from, and it just kind of blows my whole algorithm out of the water in terms of like how it delivers my content to people. I feel like it's not getting served to the right people anymore. So all my other content is suffering, but I think things are starting to normalize a bit. Hopefully, we'll have to see. But it definitely it hurt my streams a bit because I use that other content to promote my music, and yeah, you make one little offhanded post, not expecting a whole lot, and then bam, 5,000 likes, 35,000 views, and it doesn't seem like it's got any signs of stopping. But c'est la vie. I'll just adjust. So I've been kind of thinking about how to adjust, how to get my other content back into the algorithm. A lot of times I'm just sitting there staring at social media, like threads or something, trying to figure out, what works, looking at other posts and analyzing what topics are trending, stuff like that. I've gotten pretty good at it. I think I can pretty consistently get something to go at least a teeny bit viral every day, but something, this one really popped off and it just kind of threw a wrench in things in an interesting way. Um, that said, I think that they had a huge bot purge, and I think that that post going mega viral like it did has definitely helped stem the bleeding of followers. I don't think I had a lot of bots to begin with, but I'm one of the few people whose follower account is higher after the purge, so that's at least good. But now I just got to get people streaming my music again because I hit 3K, but numbers, you never get satisfied with numbers. I want more. I always want more. So we'll have to try to get that momentum going. I do have a remix that's coming out later this month that should give it a shot in the arm, but that's a ways off. It's a couple weeks off, so I gotta figure out how to get people streaming it again in the meantime. There's just so much music, so it's hard to keep people listening. Yes, that is exactly the intended use for that song. More specifically, I love hockey. My team is the Canucks, and the vision or the dream was that like that would be like a stadium anthem that would get played at a Canucks game or something. So that is, hearing that you listen to that with a workout, that makes me incredibly happy. That is exactly what I want people to do with that song. That's the exact energy. So that really does make me very happy to hear. Yes. That's actually the most streamed song, and I'm sure you bumping it in the gym is helping. But I had a feeling that that would be one of the popular ones. Sometimes it's impossible to tell. You have an idea of what you think people will like, and it's almost never what people actually like. So I'm actually a little proud of myself that Test Me seems to have been a bit of a hit with the listeners. Hopefully it helped you maximize your gains. That's what's up. I'm gonna pretend that it's my music regardless. Even if it is the pre-workout or both. For sure, for sure. But yeah, that was yeah, I just wanted that song to just sound swagged out, and embody confidence. I think I mentioned it on stream, but the album is basically my life story in 5 parts. Dogfight is basically the backdrop or like the setting, and then they're paired in twos in 5 different eras of my life. And Test Me is supposed to be, the finale. It's like I've availed myself of the traumas of my past. I have embraced self love, and I've built a community that supports me. And I have confidence, like, test me. I'm gonna rock your world. Like, there's nothing that's gonna shake me at this point. I just keep going regardless. I'm unstoppable. But yeah, I'm very glad to hear that you're enjoying Test Me, using it as intended. That's another thing, is I used to, early on, when I had less of an idea of, how people thought about music outside of my perspective, I would I would get people that would like say they listen to a song in contexts that I didn't necessarily have a problem with, but I couldn't understand the correlation. Like, someone would say, "Oh, this music's really great to study to," and I was like, "What? This is supposed to be like pump up music." And so it took me a while, but I think I've got a pretty good sense of, you know, that sort of thing now. where I can have a vision for how people will listen to the music and how they'll engage with it, and that can be at least somewhat true to life. You know, people are all unique. The way they engage with music is unique, so you got to kind of embrace that once you release it, it's beyond your control. But I feel like I hit way more than I used to, and definitely more than I miss these days. Oh yeah, for the single for Black and Blue. That's I'll tell you. That's actually the remix that's coming out later this month. I'm not like really pushing it yet because I want people to stream the album, but in like a week and a half, I'll probably start pushing the remix and building hype around that. So, what's this? Oh, wrong link. That's funny. Hmm. Yeah, I'm seeing that. Let me try this. Original there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bare knuckle pickups. That sounds familiar. Oh yeah. Yeah, I kind of intentionally wanted a bare knuckle boxing match for Black and Blue. It just felt suiting that era of the record is about my childhood, kind of the end of my childhood where I was a pastor's kid in mega churches, and so the politics of mega churches are just ridiculous. So I just kind of felt like I was being run around and trying to people please and keep the peace and be whatever I needed to be to prevent controversy or problems for my parents, because you say the wrong thing and that can cost your parent their job when you're in the church. So that's kind of what that's about, and it's sort of a play on, yeah, I guess how that, you know, emotionally it makes you feel like you've been pretty battered and beat up. But I took the single cover and I added rave lights to it for the remix because it's a dance remix. But I also made the song very intentionally artificial. Like I wanted my vocal to be super heavily produced sounding and whatnot because of the fact that back then I was just putting on whatever face I needed to get by, and so that's supposed to be emblematic of that. I don't know if there's still momentum behind it, but bare knuckle boxing, at least for a minute, was making a comeback. I don't know if it still is. But I don't know if you know who Bryce Hall is, but he's an influencer and he was doing one of those celebrity boxing matches, but it was bare knuckle. I think it's interesting. Everything is circular, you know. What's trendy now will be trendy again in like 10 years, 50 years, whatever. On a long enough timeline, everything comes back. having some more of the food cha that we had on Friday. This bad boy right here. It's a 2017 Mojun. Which Mojun is this? Mojun Yihao. It's really tasty. It's got like a kind of like an apricot undertone to it. The other Mojun I have is a lot earthier than this, in my opinion. This one's pretty nice, very easy sipping. A little bit tannic though. Very strong chi. Very strong chi, in fact. I've just been kind of chilling here watching this gigantic beetle fly around. And then there's a hummingbird in the tree, which is interesting. Used to hang out on our string lights, but we had to take down the little bamboo divider that we had, the privacy screen, because our apartments belong to an HOA. Ugh. So I think because there's not the same amount of cover, I don't think it sits on the lights anymore. It kind of hides in the tree nearby. Got sent a open last night that I'll probably try to work on today if I'm up for it. Either today or tomorrow, I think. Or maybe I'll just put it off till next week, I'm not sure. But I figure when I sit down to do that, I'll probably record my parts for that cover that I gotta do. Because, yeah, I gotta get back in the groove of recording stuff now that rollout is winding down a bit. I've been slacking a bit, if I'm honest.
If you're hearing this, I love you.
Aw, damn. It's always a pain when the Wi-Fi doesn't cooperate. I saw that you were a guest on a stream, if I'm remembering my notification correctly this morning. How was that? Nice, nice. You and Earl? How'd that go? Interesting. Yeah, I'm sure there's yeah, I don't really have any idea how it works, but I'm sure there's gonna be some troubleshooting to figure out how to do that smoothly.
I love you.
It's almost why I wonder if it would just be easier to do it through a Discord rather than through the native Twitch feature. Yeah, that would be great to get all three of us together for a tea time. I always feel like you can't hear me whenever the water is boiling. Kettle is so loud. But yeah, no, it would be really sweet to do a like a group collab tea time. Get all three of us together, just have some conversation and tea together. It'd be a lot of fun. And if we figure it out and get a good setup for making it happen, we could probably do that like once a week or a couple times a month. That'd be really fun. Yeah, I'm a big fan of collaboration. I think that no matter what the project is, whenever you can involve other people who share your passion, you're better off for it, and the project is better off for it. Excuse me. It's also just, more fun to do things you like with other people who like that thing, you know? Yeah. Yeah, that's true. We're all a bunch of puar heads. It's not our fault it's delicious. Wow, this tea has really strong chi. Goodness. Like I just want to holy. Oh, wow. Crazy thing is that I got this tea for free. That whole brick was I don't know if you've bought from Union Sourcing, but they have their like freebies where if you like reach a certain price point, you get something free. And that was my freebie from my big order that I did the other day, a couple weeks ago. This is good tea. That's good tea for a freebie. It's got me absolutely smacked right now. Holy. I think I'll do one more, but I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can power through a lot more steeps of this. This has already got me like affected. It's really wild. This is very strong chi. You know, I was actually thinking the same thing not that long ago, because obviously you can build tolerance to like caffeine, and I would assume L-theanine, and it would be kind of a bummer if if you could build tolerance to that, because yeah, the chi is a nice feeling, is very nice. Like when I finish stream, I'm probably just gonna veg out for a bit and recover, but like in a good way. Not that this is an unpleasant thing that I need to recover from. I'm gonna need a second to regroup because this has got me absolutely smacked.
If you're hearing this, I love you.
I would say this chi is on par, if not stronger, than the Gushu that I have. Which, granted, the Gushu is basically not aged at all, but I still feel like that says a lot. Yeah, I think this is gonna have to be the last cup because I'm very tea drunk. Bloated, oh no. That's not nice. I haven't had that experience necessarily. Sometimes if I drink something that's like really tannic first thing in the morning, that'll upset my stomach, but fortunately I haven't felt bloated. But yeah, it is a lot of water, but I'm a camel. I'm a camel of a man. I'll smack 2 liters of water right here, right now, and then barely drink any the rest of the day. Though sometimes I gotta like, I'll be, you know, I'll need a pee break every like 10 minutes for like 3 hours afterwards sometimes. So, yeah, I don't know what my point was. But yeah, you gotta drink a lot of tea to feel the chi. I honestly, I don't even know how I do the double tea sessions sometimes where I'm pushing like 3 4 liters of water. It's a lot of water. I'm certainly not for I'm not lacking for hydration though.
If you're hearing this, I love you.
Does, yeah. It has a whole temperature. It actually lets me I can change the temperature by like individual degrees and then it'll hold as well. It's very nice. The only thing I would change is the spout. I wish it had a wider spout that could pour a little bit faster. Other than that, it's pretty much perfect. But the other ones that had wider spouts, they were yeah, I think this is intended for pour over coffee. But the ones with the bigger spouts, I felt like I just didn't feel like they would be accurate enough, or at least that I wouldn't be accurate enough with them. So I went with this, and it gets the job done. If I need to like have really quick flash steeps, I'll usually just fill my cup first and pour the water into the gaiwan that way. And usually that gets the job done for like green teas and white teas. Every time I say white tea, I think of that one song, White Tea, White Tea, White Tea, which is definitely not the kind of white tea that they were singing about. I got really lucky with this kettle though, because I think it's normally like $60 or something like that. And I got it for like 25 because it was on sale, which was super clutch. I love saving money. I think I get that from my dad. We used to always like get gifts for each other as a family, and then we would always brag about like our the sales we got and see who could get like the best deal. That is a bit of a bummer, but yeah, I mean, at least you've got something that gets the job done. The no need to be in a rush anyway. Just kind of mellow out and enjoy the extra time to take in the aromas while your water reheats, I suppose. Speaking of aromas, mm, wow, this definitely has like a
If you're hearing
an
this,
apricot
I
kind
love
of
you.
vibe to it. It's very nice, very nice. I'm a huge fan of this. Yeah. Yeah, if you're looking into getting any food cha, I definitely recommend Mojun. Everything that I've had from them is just top notch. It's so good. They definitely know what they're doing there. And it's pretty affordable, which is nice. All right. I am extremely tea drunk, and this is actually starting to taste a little brewed out anyway. So I think I'm gonna wrap stream here, but yeah, apricot does. I think it's not like exactly apricot, but I feel like that's the a very close approximation. I think a lot of these tasting notes in some ways are at least a little bit approximate, but I do wonder why certain things seem to be the go-to descriptor. But apricot, I would say, is accurate, and I feel like that's kind of the main note that I get from this is it's It's not fruity in the way that like a raw Shang is, but it's definitely got that apricot note. Thank you, thank you. I hope you have a good rest of your day as well. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.
The number you have dialed is not available at present. Please leave your message after the beep.
If you're hearing this, I love you.